Hey everybody, welcome to my next video. It's going to be a review for the Master Grade Buster Gundam, and this of course is from the original Gundam Seed series. And this is, depending on how you look at it, the fourth Master Grade to come out for the GAT series kits. And it's got a very nice picture here on the front of Buster doing his thing, having his two cannons connected, and looking very cool. And it's kind of funny, if you know anything about Gundam Seed. If you don't, I'll give you a little quick history here. This guy with three others were stolen by Zaf, the bad guys, and this was actually kind of a antagonist suit throughout the series until the probably like last 10 episodes or so, where the guy actually kind of switched sides and started helping out the protagonists. So what's kind of funny about this is if you look at the box art, you actually see that he's depicted here fighting along with the protagonists in the series. So just kind of something interesting. Not really one of those life-altering, changing moments, but we see here on the side of the box, we've got a very nice picture of Buster completed, front and back. We've got a picture here of Buster wielding his two cannons. And then next to that, we have the scene, kind of one of the more iconic scenes, where Buster would actually stick them together to create a more powerful cannon. There's I think a shot right there of the shoulder-mounted missiles. And we've got a view there of the mechanism where it hinges so he can slide them around, because they're not just free floating, they're actually attached to him. Here on the back then we've got another full-size picture of Buster, kind of an animated drawing of him, and then a picture of the other four GAT series kits. Now, as far as box-wise, this box is the same size as the two new guys. The Strike has a different size box, but this one, the Duel, and the Blitz all have the same size box. So as we open it up, we've got our first runner here. We see we have very few stickers, dry transfers. Actually, my mistake. This whole sheet, I think, is clear stickers, and then this is the dry transfers, and then some foil stickers. And then we've got this kind of off red color. It's kind of like a red with just a few drops of orange in it. And then one of the things that I actually really like about Buster is a lot of the kits, a lot of Gundam suits you see, they're always a white color. They're always a pure, clean white. And Buster is actually an off-white. His white is more, if you can see that, is actually like white with a drop or two of brown in it. So it's almost like a creamy white color. But I think it works. It's like something different, but it works very well at the same time. We've got a few more runners here. Again, more of that creamy white. And then Buster also has this dark kind of army green color. And I know a few of the pieces are going to be the same. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'm almost positive that the inner frame of this kit is going to be extremely identical in a lot of ways to the other two new Master Grades that have come out. I know this back piece here is the same, just molded differently. But they all have their little differences that make them unique in their own way. I think here's some leg armor I'm looking at, and I'm not really sure what that is, but I will find out. Our next runner here actually looks like it has some of the longer pieces for the weapons on them. I know that these two here go for one weapon, and then these two on the sides make up the other weapon, and then, you know, obviously some pieces snapped on them after that. Here we've got some parts for Buster's feet. His hands, these will go to his thigh armor, and I think that's the back of the thigh armor down here. And we've got some inner frame workings, and yeah, right there, if I can get that on there. Master Grade Seed X frame. So it's going to be the same inner frame. I imagine some parts will be different. I'm looking at the legs right here. I know those are the same as on the Blitz and on the Duel. I think probably like the shoulder armor is going to be different since his shoulders actually carry missiles in them. And we've got some parts here for the hands. So again, we can see the style of hands we get is going to be the same we've been getting with the other ones. Not my favorite style, but they function well. I guess I don't care for that style though, but that doesn't really matter. More inner frame pieces here. And the last set of pieces. And so obviously some of these here I'm pretty sure are going to be for the mechanisms that let the guns rotate around. And we've got some, I think that's a piece for the chest right there. And yeah, so quite a bit of sprues, nothing more or less really than anything else. And finally, we've got Buster's instruction manual on how to assemble them. And again, you know, like I think I said in my last one I did for the Blitz, I really didn't care for the kit, but they're doing some awesome stuff with the artwork on these guys. I mean, if you look, there's actually, it's kind of hard to see, but there's actually some detail there in the eyes. So, I mean, this stuff really stands out. There's a lot of grittiness done to them. You know, just a lot of different kind of colors. It actually kind of looks like there's a little bit of rust on his gun there, and it's pretty cool. On the back, we've got a color guide. Buster doesn't have a whole lot of color, really. Actually, if you're looking at it, actually painting D'Arca here, he actually has more color than the mobile suit itself. And I think that's one of the reasons I like this kit. I mean, I think his head here certainly has one of the more unique looking crown pieces there between the V-fin. But I mean, just his design seems more like, kind of more streamlined maybe. It doesn't have a whole lot of the fancy stuff, but certainly some cool stuff. And we can flip it open and see some different art shots of him, and in some different, you know, kind of iconic poses, and looking pretty cool. And as you can see, like from this picture right here, if I can open it, move this around a little bit, you can actually see that when you connect his gun pieces together, it's actually pretty long. It's certainly going to be a lot taller than Buster is himself. So, it should be a fun project. I think I'm going to squeeze this guy in between the project I'm working on right now, which, if you want to learn more about, you can go to ScaleModelAddict.com and see the Gundam group build that's going on there. But there will be some more stuff on that, so don't worry. When I get a new kit, though, I like to try to get them snapped together as quick as I can. And here you just see a breakdown of all the runners, obviously what we're all used to seeing. And you do see actually quite a few there that we're not going to be using. I think there's one right there we're not going to be using, so we'll have a few extra pieces. I think there's a few more right there. And a couple more up there. So definitely it's a generic inner frame, but it's a very, very functional, very cool inner frame. So if I could ever get this camera to sit down. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this. I should get this guy snapped together here within the next day or so, and hopefully have a video up after that. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you next time.